Kelly's second attempt at cake baking. It's been a few weeks since my first attempt, been rather busy, but I'm persevering. My growth mindset is well and truly on, as you can see from the rat on my hat, and I'm ready for my second attempt. Now, I took my first attempt, which was, if you remember, a hot chocolate flavoured sponge, into my class for them to have a taste and see what they thought. These were their comments. The good. Hot chocolate flavour. They thoroughly enjoyed it. Good flavour balance, whatever that means. And they felt the texture was soft and fluffy. However, it wasn't perfect, as they were more than happy to tell me. It needed icing or icing sugar. It needed to be sweeter. I think that's, that's dependent on your taste. I personally felt that was okay. But they did feel it was underdone, because actually it was, as one child commented, a bit creamy in the middle, and I did have to point out that wasn't cream, that was just underdone cake mix. So today I'm going to have a go at making a classic Victoria sponge. No funny business, just cake, jam and icing sugar. See you in a minute when I get started. Things I did not show on the video last time, but I think is very important, is to wash my hands, or wash your hands. So, nice hot water, rub them together, good amount of soap. Now look at my washing technique here. Get it in between all the fingers, do it on both sides, get your nails, rub, 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 kill them germs, and give it a shake. Voila, clean hands. Last time the mix was fine, so I'm not going to show you that this time. We're going to start this video from where I spoon the mix into the 2 cake tins. Alright, see you in about 20. Welcome back. So, I have mixed in and beaten in 4 eggs, 170 grams of flour, 170 grams of caster sugar, and 170 grams of butter. It's amazing when you look at what goes into a cake, kids. It's really not that healthy. Don't forget your 5 a day, and I'm not talking chocolate and cake. Okay, now, I'm a bit of an experimenter. I think sometimes if you take chances, it can pay off. Now, this is not in the recipe, but I found buried deep within the Kelly baking cupboard some vanilla extract. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this in. I'm going to pour it all in. I mean, not the whole thing, there's only a little left. And then I'm going to give that a quick stir. If you just look at this, you can see it's a sort of sludgy, porridgey type. I must be honest, this looks very different to how it did last time. However, I have this time used my brand new scales. Now, for the spooning. So, come forward, cameraman, come forward. Now, this time I have 2 tins. So, I'm going to try and spoon the mixture evenly between both tins, because that's what the recipe says to do, and sometimes when you're learning, in fact always when it's learning, it's best to follow instructions, but you can take the odd risks. I'm going to spoon that in. Oh, it's very gloopy, this. Spoon that in. This is very, this is very gloopy. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we're glooping away here. I'm going to put 3 in the other one, because I think that way I can, I'm rather messy. However, if you look at the sink over there, cameraman, you'll see I have been washing as I go along again, because I know that, oh look, I'm dripping more here. Yes, I'm getting, it's terribly, it's very gloopy. Very gloopy this, I'm not sure this is, but you know, we'll give it a go. So I'm going to now put a 4th spoonful into the right one. And then I'm going to put another, thank you wife, I'm going to put another spoonful into that one. And then I'm going to put another spoonful into that one. This could go on and on. I'm just wondering if the cat's going to make an appearance again. They do like a bit of cake. So I don't want to get, I want to make sure I scoop up all of this. Hello, Tiger. This is the our male cat. He's a particular fan of cakes. However, he's a little bit camera shy. He has been known to swipe the odd cameraman. So, I'm now going to just finish spooning. So you can see here, I'm just going to, I think it should just fill out, to be honest, as it bakes. So it's not going to be a massive cake by the looks of it, although I did follow all the instructions. However, I can probably spoon a bit more out there. Look at this. There is a lot more in here, kids. It just goes to show you not worth wasting things because you never know how many spoons you're going to be able to get out of the mixture. Now, I'm going to put this in the oven after I put on my oven gloves. See you in 10. Oven preheated, 180 degrees centigrade. That's what it says to do. Cake tin, middle shelf, in oven, 25 minutes. Cake tin number 1. And I'm using oven gloves, health and safety first, everybody. And cake tin number 2. Now, just check the say instructions again. It's the recipe. Check the recipe. It says for 25 minutes. So I'm going to get Piglet, and I'm going to twist Piglet so he is on 25. And I will see you in 25 minutes to see just how much of a success or disaster cake number 2 is. See you in a few. 25 minutes has elapsed. I'm going in. Well, you can see there they look baked. They're a brownish colour with nice lots of little holes at the top. So I'm going to put that on my new cooling rack, £2 from Sainsbury's, and then I'm going to get my other cake out, and I'm going to put that on the cooling rack. And I will see you for the decoration of these cakes in about 10 minutes. Goodbye. So, you've caught me mid-spooning the jam onto my Victoria sandwich. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed that the sponge hasn't risen more, but I'm sure nonetheless it's going to be delightful. So, I'm just spooning over a fair amount of jam. I do want this to be fairly jammy because of course I want to be healthy. I'm not putting buttercream in the cake. However, I do want to have a good splodge of jam. And I can't stand cake that doesn't have enough jam. So I'm making it nice and thick like this, so when we have a mouthful of it, we should really get the raspberry along with the vanilla sponge flavour coming through. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit more jam over here, because I think this is looking a bit thin on the ground. Now, that's looking really nice and thick, but not so thick that it's going to be sickly. So, the final piece of the puzzle is to pop that on there. That is the lid of the sandwich. Just look at all that raspberry jam oozing out. Fantastic. So, got my caster sugar. Pour it in.
Icing sugar.
Icing sugar, yes, my apologies. And then give it a shake. I actually don't need to spoon that. But that's plenty, isn't it? Yes. So I'm just going to get a spoon and smooth it over a bit. And voila! There is a Victoria sandwich. I am very proud of this, I must say. It's my first sandwich cake. I do think it's cooked through. I don't think it's risen terribly well. It might even be a bit burnt. However, I think it's a resounding success. Tomorrow, my class will decide just how successful I've been when I take them to, when I cut it up for them and they taste it. Don't forget, do leave a comment if you've enjoyed this video, or like it if you've liked the video, and I will see you the next time I bake a cake. For now, adios.